to Vedic Astrology channel. In this video, we're going to talk about how to see how will be your relationship with your in-laws in astrology, in Vedic astrology. And before we start, please subscribe my channel and follow me on Instagram as well. If you have any questions, so post below, and you can also like my Facebook page so we can be connected more. So let's start. So just like we see your family from your second house, same way we see your in-laws family from 8th house, because 7th house is the house of your spouse, and your spouse's family will be second from your 7th house, so it will be 8th house. Now we have to see how your 8th lord is placed, what planets are placed in your 8th house. If you want to see your relationship with your in-laws, like mother-in-law, then we see 10th house. If you want to see your relationship with your father-in-law, then we see your 4th house. So how we need to take out what kind of relationship we will have with them. So you need to see what planets are placed in your 8th house if you want to see a relationship with the whole family. If you want to see relationship with your mother-in-law, then 10th. If you want to see relationship with your father-in-law, then your 4th house. If you want to see relationship with your sisters-in-law or brother-in-law younger, you need to see your 9th house for younger brother or sister. For seeing relationship with your elder brother or sister-in-law, you need to see 5th house. So this is the way we see what kind of relationship you will have with your in-laws family. Now we also need to see all these things in Navamsha chart as well. Navamsha chart is a very important chart for marriage, and it's a deciding factor for deciding what kind of relationship you will have with your husband or wife or with your in-laws. We also need to see your 2nd house, because the planets placed there, not the Lord, but the planets that are placed in your 2nd house will aspect your 8th house, and it will highly influence your relationship with your in-laws, and also how much wealth you are going to derive from your in-laws. For example, if your sun is placed in your 8th house, then your spouse family will be very dominating. If it's placed in your 10th house, mother-in-law will be very dominating. If it's placed in your 4th house, father-in-law will be very dominating. Same way we can see with other members as well. If Jupiter is placed in your 8th house, your in-laws family will be very understanding and will be very religious, will be very wise, and they will be really good. But like if malefics are aspecting Jupiter, or Jupiter is lord of your 6th house or 12th house even, or 8th house only, then there can be problems in the relationship with your in-laws, because Jupiter, it doesn't mean that Jupiter is like its benefic planet, so if it's placed in 8th house, it will give a good relationship with your in-laws. Just like if it's placed in 7th house, then a relationship with your spouse is not very good. So same way, Jupiter placed in any house doesn't mean that it will give very good results, but it can mean that there can be issues as well. If Jupiter is placed in Sagittarius in your 8th house, then your spouse's family will be very educated, religious as well, and they can also dominate. They will be very much religious or very orthodox family as well. It can mean that thing as well. But yes, you will derive wealth from your spouse. This thing we can see. You can have a rich family, you can have a rich spouse's family as well. It can mean that thing. If moon is there, now moon is benefic, so it doesn't mean that moon is gonna give a very good relationship with her in-laws. But it actually actually means that there will be ups and downs in your relationship with your in-laws. Sometimes relationship will be so good, and sometimes relationship will be so bad. Because we know Moon is the fastest moving planet and it's always changing in sign every 2.5 days. So Moon is a very very changeable planet, and its mood changes so fast. And the problem will actually be in your mind, and not your in-laws' mind. But still we need to see other aspects as well, because Moon is your mind, and you will yourself not feel good with your in-laws. So this is the thing. If Venus is placed here, then it shows that there will be good relationship with your in-laws. They will be very luxurious people, or they may like to spend on luxuries. They will have a beautiful home, beautiful family, good relationship with them as well. It can mean, unless and until malefics are aspecting or influencing this Venus from any house. If Mars is there, then relationship with the in-laws will not be very good. And it's very sure. Wherever Mars is sitting, it affects that house. And also it's making you monglic here in 8th house. You are getting monglic. So it will show its effect. And it really doesn't matter. Mars is lord of which houses. Mars is Mars. And Mars is going to do its job. So if Mars is there in your 8th house, then problem will be with you as well as your in-laws. You both will not be good with each other, or you won't be able to adjust. So it's better that you both stay separate, not in one home. If Saturn is there, then very cold relationship with them, and they will be quite orthodox as well, very restricted family, and you're gonna feel very restricted with them. So you need to see this thing also. Saturn here means that you have some pending karma to be paid to them, and you will pay that karma in this life. It's a karmic relationship with them. We know Saturn is a malefic planet, and Saturn is a ruler of our karma. So it's 100% sure it's a karmic relationship, and with mother-in-law's relationship will not be very good. You will have to put efforts to impress her, and her health will not be also very good, because Saturn will give its third aspect in your this 10th house. Then we come with Mercury. Mercury will give very communicative relationship with them, but we need to see about like how your which planets are aspecting or influencing your Mercury here, because Mercury is a very adaptable planet, and it always adapts to the quality of the houses it's placed with. Qualities of the planets it's placed with. Mercury is a very adaptable planet in nature. If Mercury is alone, then it's well and good. Yes, relationship will be good with them. Very communicative. They will also be very communicative, childish, very friendly. So yes, there will be good relationship with them, unless and until you're not having any malefic influence here. If Jupiter is aspecting this Mercury, then very wise communications will be there. So depend upon which planets are aspecting it. Now Rahu and Ketu will give a very karmic relationship with them. If Ketu is there, it will cut off the relationship with them, and you will, just like they're not present in your life, you will notice this thing that if Ketu is present there, then in-laws will not be present in your life, or very cut off relationship with them, no communications, nothing, just like they don't exist in your life. Even with Rahu also it happens, because Rahu and Ketu, and it really doesn't means that Rahu will give you everything, or Rahu is a very giving planet. Rahu gives and Rahu takes as well. So you need to remember this thing. Rahu never gives a very good relationship with the people is sitting in the house, in whichever house is sitting. So we need to see this thing as well. So now we need to see where the Lord of 8th house is placed and in which nakshatra is placed. If the nakshatra Lord of 8th Lord is a benefic and is a Lord of good houses, then it will show good relationship with in-laws. If it's a Lord of Dusthana houses like 8, 6 or 12, then it will show not good relationship with them. Now you need to check all this in your Navamsha chart as well. Navamsha chart is a deciding factor. It doesn't matter what is your dignity of all these houses in your birth chart. If it's not well placed, if your 8th Lord or 8th house are not well placed in Navamsha chart, then later in life relationship will spoil with them or will be highly affected. Because birth chart is a very basic chart. And it just tells you the basic things, the things that will happen in earlier in life. But what it will fructify into, for that we need to see Navamsha chart. So it's a very important chart. So thank you so much for watching, guys. What houses we need to see here? 8th house, 4th, 10th and 2nd house. And the planet is placed there. The nakshatra Lord of your 8th Lord, both in birth and Navamsha chart. And we also need to see where your 8th Lord of your birth chart is placed in Navamsha. Okay, so these are the things that we need to see here. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye bye.